In basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Daniel Gafford. Flag is out there with Max Christie. And there's Davis, and it's Washington in at the small forward position. Now here is Davis, following the miss by DeRozan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
On the wing, Murray. Levine, the bounce pass. Here's DeRozan. That one wide left. Now Davis. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Christie. From the arc. That one's in. His first shot this game.
A smart pass by AD. Kicking it out, leading to the three.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Levine. Over Christie. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. DeRozan's shot is good.
An excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
Outside, Davis. He takes it in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to DeRozan. Inside. Rebounded by Gafford.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Now here's DeRozan. 11 points last game. And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
So determined is DeRozan, as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Pass to Davis. Puts up a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're a perimeter defendant, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Here's Davis, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Spins. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Washington against DeRozan. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Washington, that's good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Max Christie. Sacramento with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Washington, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now here's Levine. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Murray. It's deflected and stolen by Flag. Here's Christie. And there's the drive. And Flag throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6. Will it go? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And the first one drops.
The consistency of DeMar DeRozan throughout his tenure in the NBA, it's incredible how consistently good on the offensive end he has been.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Flag. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, Washington. Six on the shot clock. The 3 from Davis.
A tenacious defender. Murray wants to outwork him.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Gafford kicks to Davis. Over Murray.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And Davis can't get it to go. Westbrook surveying the D. Levine against Christie. Pass to DeRozan. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
To the middle. Shots good by Gafford.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Levine. Sacramento moving it around. Here's DeRozan. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Christie. Flag sets a screen for Christie. And here is Gafford. Now here is Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. Levine against Christie. Westbrook passes to Levine. Off target with his 3. And it's Davis with the ball for Dallas. 10-point lead. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Cooper Flagg is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Up top, DeRozan. He's covered by Washington. DeRozan's shot is good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Washington. Davis looking for an opening. It's hauled in by Achua. The Kings trail by 10. Outside DeRozan. And here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys. That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Pass to Flagg. Outside, Davis. Six to shoot. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Schroeder. There's a screen by Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achua, excellent execution.
Pass to Flagg. Funk with a double team. Here's Washington. Flagg with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now here's Schroeder, trailing by 10. Pass to Eubanks. Achua kicks to Monk. Over Christie. The shot by Monk is no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Now, here's Gafford. Eubanks defending. For the screen on Schroeder. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
Leans checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. He misses the free throw.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
And he's good on the second. 1:33 left here in the first quarter. Nembhard against Schroeder. Levine looking around. The lead now in single digits.
I'll tell you, a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and Levine makes it look easy.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Kevin?
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Okay, thank you, Allie. You know, Doris, we know how good D'Angelo Russell is now, but how about having to play his high school team?
No kidding, Kevin. Let's just talk about the fact that he and future MVP at that time, Joel Embiid, were on the same team in high school. How would you game plan for two NBA players if you're another high school team? Stop it.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick-and-roll situations, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Now, here is Russell. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Oh, what a finish by Zach LaVine. Off his feet in a hurry, folks.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Russell, diving in, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
LaVine against Thompson. Here's LaVine. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Mavericks. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Najee Marshall's out there with Powell. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Thompson, and it's Nembhard in at the point guard position.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Thompson outside. Nembhard sets the pick for Thompson. The tray. It's hauled in by the Kings. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the inside. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now Sacramento on the break. On up the court. And the jam by LaVine.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
On the wing, Thompson. Marshall with it. Achu is on him. Pass to Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Kings trail by 6. LaVine passes to Monk. Back to LaVine. Powell with the steal. Nembhard against Schroeder. Thompson right side. Here's Russell. Pass to Nembhard. Powell with a screen on Schroeder. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Down low. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Monk against Russell. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Nemhard. Shoots over Schroeder. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Kings trail by 4. Bean passes to Eubanks. Levine, good. Levine's got 8 points. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Saric comes in for Eubanks. And it's DeRozan in for Achua. Dallas also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Powell. P.J. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Max Christie in for Klay Thompson.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Schroeder passes to DeRozan. Monk, no one around him. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Monk's got the lead up to 1 now for Sacramento. Mavericks have gone an abysmal 0-6 from the field since the second quarter began. Now, Nemhard, still yet to score. Christie against Levine. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nemhard for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Monk looking around. Here kicks to DeRozan. Fires at the elbow. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Achua, he's checked in for the Kings. And Dallas also making a switch. Gafford's checked in. The Mavericks trail. Nemhard with it. Washington with the screen on Monk. To end the drought. And then Washington with the dunk.
P.J. Washington is unafraid to mix it up on the interior, and that dunk, that was emphatic.
Davis against DeRozan. To the paint. Achua kicks to Monk. Sacramento moving it around. Here's DeRozan. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the brow will make you pay.
Misses off the left eye. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to DeRozan. Up top, Achua. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Gafford.
Wow. A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
Nemhard sets the pick for Davis. Pass to Washington. Nemhard against Schroeder. Here's Nemhard. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Nemhard's got his first points of the night.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
The Kings making a switch here. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Mavericks, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Here's Levine. 8 points for him. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Nemhard finds Washington. Now Davis. He's covered by Murray. Davis down low. Murray on him. Anthony Davis, too much size.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Washington. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Flag is checked in.
DeMar DeRozan does a little of everything, folks. He's known as a scorer, but make no mistake, this guy can pass it and he can board it.
Here's Flag. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside, Davis. 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. For Sacramento, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane. And
he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Pass the Flag. In the corner, it's Gafford. Now, Flag. To the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, we talk about the offensive prowess of DeMar DeRozan. Clever use of the up fake and gets him to draw the foul. Nicely done.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And so he makes both from the line. The Mavericks leading. Now, Christie. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Houston. Flag with it. The 3 from Davis. He can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And here's Westbrook. Nothing on the board. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. It's tipped. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Murray outside. Inside. Here's DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And DeRozan has mastered the art of the pump fake. He's been doing it for years, and people still buying it. And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Dallas making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. Nembhard, a screen on Monk. Pass the Flag. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Monk against Christian.
2 minutes remaining.
DeRozan in the corner. Money from the wing. DeRozan's got 22.
It has been years and years of productivity for DeMar DeRozan on the offensive end. This guy is just so crafted.
Ethan Emhart. Pass the flag. No good on the three.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. And they double up DeRozan. 1 for 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Monk outside. DeRozan surveying the D. Sacramento moving it around. Murray for 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Flag. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nembhard against Monk. Murray right side. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Nembhard. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Davis. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Sacramento Kings. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Now we have a moment to go courtside. All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
And watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
And let's take a moment to check out the ongoing action in the NBA. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2 points the difference there in the second quarter.
This game could really go either way, and I don't have a prediction on it.
Well, that's great. That's what. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan against Christie. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Pass to Westbrook. To the inside. Here's Levine. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. 4th, Anthony Davis.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Here's Westbrook. Still scoreless. Pass to DeRozan. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pocket 6, outside Westbrook. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 5. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Washington. Here's Christie from deep three-point land. And it's flag missing. Rosen dishes to Westbrook. Covered by Gafford. Kick out to Levine. Back to Murray. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you guys.
Tremendous support. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Davis on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Christie against Levine. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Christie with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Doris energy on both ends. Threes in defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
Westbrook gets to DeRozan. Stolen by Washington. For the finish. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
DeRozan against Washington. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Ooh, that's just turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's Davis missing.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Outside DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by DeRozan. And stolen by Christie. Pass to Flag. Over in the corner, Washington. Murray against Davis. It's Flag, top of the key. For the lead. Dallas again missing.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
DeRozan's shot is off. Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Davis with the rebound and the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
A moment to check out DeMar DeRozan. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Again, the miss by the King.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Here's Washington. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Now here's Westbrook. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's DeRozan. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 24 points for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar's basketball skill and his IQ make him such a dangerous, well-rounded scorer.
Davis downhill. Pass to Washington. It's flag, top of the key. The three from Davis. And stolen by Murray. Levine against Christie. Levine kicks to Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Wide open look here for Murray. That's 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Dallas. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. With the drive, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Davis, so skilled on the offensive end, can shoot, post up, and put it on the deck for the finish.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Dallas?
They've shown no let up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Outside, Davis. Pass to flag. For the screen on DeRozan. Looking to get it going. Over in the corner, Christie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Westbrook passes to DeRozan. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. DeRozan's got 27 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Davis gets a wide open look. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Westbrook, and he comes up with the deuce. Westbrook's got 5.
Yeah, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Gafford screen on Westbrook. Pass to Gafford. Davis against Murray. Davis setting the pick for Nembhard. Back to Davis from deep. And the Mavericks another 3.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
The Kings trailing. Now Westbrook. He's got 5. And they double up DeRozan. With 3, Levine. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Gafford. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Mavericks 4th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Davis. For Dallas, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Up top, Christie. Monk defending. Deflects the pass. Yep, it counts. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Shooter passes to Achua. Now here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Dallas. Anthony Davis is checked in for P.J. Washington. Klay Thompson comes in for Flag. And it's Russell in for Max Christie. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Mavericks leading by 3. Nembhard finds Thompson. Nembhard is screen on DeRozan. Thompson inside the line, off the left rim and out.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Monk, the pass to Schroeder. Outside DeRozan. For 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's Nembhard on the wing. Outside Russell. Marshall sets a screen for Russell. Loads it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Shooter passes to Achua. Now DeRozan. Over Thompson. Sacramento again missing. The Mavericks leading. Davis dishes to Russell. Beyond the arc. And Davis can't get it to go. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the King. To the middle. Fades away. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. Eubanks got 6 points.
This is exactly what Dennis Schroeder brings to the offense. He's out there, guys, to make plays for himself and others.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Davis with it. He's got 26. And the jumper is good. Davis has got 28 points for the game. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Russell. Najee Marshall's out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Davis. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard. Russell finds Thompson. 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebound by the Kings. Eubanks got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Monk's shot's good.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And they double up Davis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Marshall passes to Nemhard. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Monk, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot the rim.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Davis. Eubanks defending. Davis, the pass to Marshall. It's hauled in by the Kings. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
To the paint. It's hauled in by Achua. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Schroeder against Nemhard. And here is Monk to take the lead. It's stolen by Nemhard. Russell passes to Nemhard. Back to Marshall. Left side, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they double up Davis. 3, Marshall. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 6 assists in the game. Schroeder against Nemhard. Now, here's Monk. D right on him. And so Sacramento again turning it over.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And the Kings making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Najee Marshall. Nemhard, the pass to Thompson. DeRozan against Davis. Out to Thompson. Pass to Nemhard. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Schroeder finds Levine. Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's a screen by Achua. And they get it back. DeRozan against Davis. A second chance effort. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
There's Schroeder. Outside Levine. For the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Davis, the pass to Russell. Thompson surveying the floor. The 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
There's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Pass to Davis. Russell with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
Schroeder outside. And here's Levine. Here's DeRozan. Monk for 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Nembhard. And here is Gafford, covered by Achua. Thompson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to DeRozan. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Off target from outside.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And Thompson launches it from deep. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Boy, if Daniel Gafford is near the rim, what a vertical threat. What a target for his teammates.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw no good for Westbrook.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And both free throws good for Davis. The Kings trail by 8. Now, here's DeRozan. Here he goes. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Here's Flag. He's covered by Westbrook, and that one's good. Flag.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Down low, Gafford with the steal. Christie against Levine. There's the drive. Gafford inside, guarded by Levine, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Pass to Christie. Over in the corner, Washington. Outside, Davis for Murray. And it's Davis missing. The Kings trail by 8. Levine kicks to Westbrook. Covered by Gafford. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Washington. Now here's Davis. He's covered by Murray. Back to Davis. Now, here's Washington. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside, Levine. Here's Murray. Outside, Westbrook. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Flag. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Murray. And they double up Davis. Now Gafford. Washington fires. Off target from outside. Outside Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Fires the 3. Gafford with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And they double up Davis. Christie against Levine. Washington. The long shot, no good. The Kings trail by 11. Levine with it. Jacks up a 3. Christie there for the rebound. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 17-6 run.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. DeRozan. It misses. Dallas leading by 13. Up top, Davis. Now Washington. Outside, Christie. Now Davis.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
Shooting for Dallas, Anthony Davis at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Davis pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Flag sets a screen for Washington. Now Gafford. Now Flag takes the 3. Murray rips down the board. On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Washington. Davis pulls it down. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it. Buries the deep ball.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a